Three Front Range school districts are canceling class Friday because of staffing shortages. Now, Denver Public Schools is looking to avoid the same issue at three of its schools. Denver 7's Veronica Costa is live this morning. Veronica, students at three Denver campuses will have class, just not in the classroom.
That's completely right. You know, today, tomorrow, and Friday, you're not going to see students walk through those doors here behind me at George Washington High School. And that's because DPS has decided to make class remote for the rest of the week for these students. So this also is the case for two other schools in the district, and we're talking about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Early College and then John H. Ames Elementary School. They will have remote learning tomorrow and Friday. You probably guessed it. This is all because there just aren't enough teachers to work. So district officials said they really did everything they could to try and keep class running as normal, but staffing shortages reached a critical level and they're now impacting the ability to safely operate these schools. In a letter to the George Washington High community, officials said building staff have actually been helping cover some of these teacher shortages for some time now. They added, quote, "We've been able to sustain this practice so far, but the next 2 weeks present a unique challenge due to a high number of faculty absences, a combination of COVID-19 isolation or quarantine, seasonal illnesses, caring for family members, and then of course that personal leave. We have received approval from DPS leadership to shift to a remote learning schedule." So the hope and really the plan here is to go back to in-person learning come next week. But in that letter to parents, George Washington school officials, they did say that there is a possibility of continuing remote learning through November 19th. And you guys, that is the end of next week. Now, as far as school activities, as sports practices, theater, things like that go, those are still on. So just keep that in mind. We're in Denver this morning. I'm Veronica Costa, Denver 7.